buzzed softly through the summer heat. The diner closed at 10:30, yet there you were again. I tied my amber apron tight and wiped the counter for the night. The jukebox played its final tune beneath the sleepy moon. You always stayed for one more cup, long after crowds had disappeared. And every little "how was your day" was all I longed to hear. Amber apron melody tonight, floating through the amber light. Every little heartbeat humming soft and slow makes my whole world glow. Amber apron melody so sweet turns my restless heart complete. And every little smile you send across the room makes the midnight bloom. La 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 la. Stay a while, I love your smile. You'd leave an extra dime or two beside the pie you never finished through, and tell me stories from your day that chased my blues away. The cook turned chairs upon the tables, the coffee pot grew cold, yet somehow in those quiet hours love learned to unfold. The years may pass like passing cars beneath the neon glow, yet every late night diner song still moves me so. Amber apron melody somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see how patient love can be. Amber apron melody remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some romances arrive in fireworks across dazzling city skies, but the sweetest romances happen in ordinary goodbyes. A cup of coffee, tired eyes, a hand brushing against mine, and suddenly one little diner outlives all time. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Amber apron melody, always living through the passing days. And every time I hear a jukebox softly playing blue, it sings me back to you. Amber apron melody, gold and blue. I serve the coffee, but my heart belonged to you. Forever after closing time,
The Bluebird station wore its best, fresh paint upon its iron crest. Porters moved through clouds of steam, like figures from a dream. The evening train was running late, so time stood waiting by the gate. I held my ticket in my hand, pretending I had plans. Then through the crowd in powder blue, you crossed the platform into view. And every clock above the tracks forgot to tick right then. Bluebird station waltz tonight, turning in the lantern light. Every little heartbeat swaying slow and true keeps leading me to you. Bluebird station waltz, my dear, brings forgotten seasons near. And every graceful step we shared beneath the stars still heals my heart. 1, 2, 3, dance here with me. The station band near track number 3 played softly for the charity. You laughed and asked if I would try, though I swore I'd pass you by. I counted quietly beneath my breath, afraid I'd miss another step. You squeezed my hand and whispered low, just follow where I go. The years may roll like midnight trains across unfamiliar plains, yet every melody in 3 still waits for me. Bluebird station waltz somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what destiny can be. Bluebird station waltz remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some people meet in grand ballrooms beneath chandeliers above, but we found our forever between departures and first love. A paper ticket, trembling hands, a promise shining bright, and suddenly one station dance outlives the years and time. Bluebird station waltz tonight, still glowing, warm and bright. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Bluebird station waltz, always living through the passing days. And every time a whistle echoes through the evening blue. It dances me to you. Bluebird station walls, silver and blue. I thought I was waiting for a train, but I was waiting for you. Forever on the platform of my heart.
October drifted through the square, with cinnamon floating in the air. The bakery windows glowed so bright against the falling night. I wore my little woolen coat and held my mother's knitted gloves. The evening sky above the town filled slowly up with stars. You handed me a paper cup of cider sweet and warm, then pointed to the silver sky as constellations form. Cinnamon starlight tonight, shining through the velvet night. Every little heartbeat drifting with the breeze puts my soul at ease. Cinnamon starlight so sweet makes my hopeful heart believe, and every little wish we whispered to the blue still belongs to you. La 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 la. Close your eyes, count the skies. The marching band had packed away. The fairgrounds closed another day. Yet neither one of us could leave the magic we'd received. You traced Orion in the dark, then drew a tiny heart upon my mitten with your thumb. Before the night was done, the years may drift like chimney smoke above December roofs, yet every autumn evening star still points me back to you. Cinnamon starlight somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see how gentle love can be. Cinnamon starlight remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some people search the heavens for miracles above, but I found mine on Maple Street in the quiet shape of love. A cup of cider, woolen gloves, a hand that held mine tight, and suddenly, one autumn evening, becomes a lifetime. Cinnamon starlight tonight, still glowing warm and bright. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Cinnamon starlight always, living through the passing days. And every time the stars awaken in the midnight blue, they lead me back to you. Cinnamon starlight, golden blue, I stopped to watch the heavens and fell in love with you. Forever under the stars.
The marquee lights on Willow Road spelled out the picture for the show. Convertibles lined up in rows beneath the twilight glow. I polished up my father's car and counted every lucky star, then watched you walking through the crowd in your red polka dot gown. The speaker hanging by the door played songs we'd heard before, but every line the actor said couldn't match your voice instead. Driving Moon Parade tonight, rolling through the silver light, every little heartbeat racing with the screen like a teenage dream. Driving Moon Parade, my dear, brings forgotten summers near, and every whispered promise underneath the stars still lives inside my heart. Don't watch the show, stay close and slow. Halfway through the second scene, you laughed at moments unforeseen. The popcorn slipped between the seats as our hands happened to meet. A meteor crossed the midnight blue. You pointed upward from your view, while somewhere in the final act the hero won her back. The years may fade like movie reels stored away from sight, yet every summer evening breeze still feels like that night. Driving Moon Parade somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what first love gave to me. Driving Moon Parade remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. projected 10 feet tall. But the sweetest romances happen when you're not watching them at all. A paper cup, a nervous touch, a hand resting in mine, and suddenly one summer screening outlives all time. Sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Driving moon parade always, living through the passing days. And every time the moonlight paints the parking rows anew, it drives me back to you. Driving moon parade, silver blue, the picture had its ending, but I stayed for you forever under that moonlit screen.
You never brought expensive roses, wrapped in satin, tied with bows. You'd wander through the open fields where the little wild flowers grow. Tiny golden button blossoms, gathered carefully by hand, held together with blue ribbon from the pocket of your jacket. I can still remember how shy you looked that day, standing by my mother's garden gate, with sunshine on your face. The whole town carried on around us, cars rolled slowly down the lane, but time grew still beneath the willow when you softly spoke my name. Golden button bouquet tonight, blooming in the evening light, every little heartbeat opening like spring makes me wanna sing. Golden button bouquet so sweet, turns my restless heart complete, and every tiny flower resting in my hands says what words can't understand. La 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 la, hold them near. La 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 la, I want you here. The county fair had packed away, leaving footprints in the dust. Children folded up their kites and summer boarded buses, but you still waited by the fence with wildflowers held tight, as if simple things were treasures too precious to outshine. I pressed them in my favorite book between the pages worn, so even when the petals faded, their promise carried on. The years may drift like meadow grasses, bending with the breeze, yet every blossom, small and golden, still remembers me. Golden button bouquet somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what true love means to me. Golden button bouquet remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some girls dream of crystal chandeliers and diamonds bright as day, but I found all the riches I would ever need in flowers picked your way. A ribbon blue, a trembling smile, a hand reaching for mine, and suddenly one little bouquet outlives all time. Golden button bouquet tonight, still glowing warm and bright. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Golden button bouquet always living through the passing days, and every time the wildflowers bloom beneath the summer blue, they lead me back to you. Golden button bouquet, gold and blue. You gave me simple flowers, and somehow I knew I'd spend forever loving you.
Sunday morning, kiss the harbor with a pale and gentle gold. Fishing boats rocked softly near, the same way they had years ago. Church bells drifted through the shoreline as the tide pulled in and out. You walked beside me down the pier without a single doubt. Your hand fit into mine so easily, like it had always known the way. And every step along the weathered boards felt like another prayer. The whole world hurried somewhere else, chasing dreams beyond the bay. But all I'd ever hoped to find was walking here today. Harbor Sunday song tonight, echoing through morning light. Every little heartbeat steady as the sea brings you home to me. Harbor Sunday song, my dear, makes forgotten years appear and every whispered promise drifting on the tide still stays by my side. Stay a while, I love your smile. Mr. Brennan sold the papers outside the corner store. He tipped his cap and called our names the way he'd done before. Children chased the gulls nearby, while sailboats painted white. The scent of coffee from the cafe blended with the morning light. You leaned against my shoulder and quietly said to me, if heaven feels like anywhere, I hope it feels like this. The years may rise and fall like waves, and silver touch our hair. Yet every Sunday by the harbor still finds us there. Harbor Sunday song somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what forever ought to be. Harbor Sunday song remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some people search for miracles in places far and wide, but I found mine in ordinary mornings with you right by my side. A wooden pier, a faithful heart, a hand resting in mine, and suddenly one Sunday song outlives all time.
Harbor Sunday song,
soft and true. I thought I loved the ocean, but I loved walking it with you. Forever Sunday.
night we met outside the screen. Their perfume drifted through the breeze beneath the marquee's gleam. The picture palace on Fifth Avenue played stories old and new, but I remember almost nothing about the movie we sat through. You offered me the better seat and brushed the popcorn from my sleeve, then smiled as if we'd known each other long before that evening. The house lights dimmed around us, the silver shadows filled the room, yet all I truly noticed was the space beside your shoulder. Lilac picture show tonight, glowing in the projector light, every little heartbeat flickering through the blue paints the world with you. Lilac picture show so sweet, makes my hopeful heart believe, and every whispered promise hidden in the dark still lives inside my heart. La la la, silver skies, movie star eyes. The heroine kissed her leading man, while violins began to sing. You quietly reached for my hand and changed everything. Outside the lilacs swayed again as credits rolled to their end. We walked beneath the midnight stars without saying much at all. You gave me your old ticket stub and said, "Keep this for luck." I tucked it safely in my purse and never gave it up. The years may fade like old film reels stored away from sight, yet every spring when lilacs bloom returns that night. Lilac picture show somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see how gentle love can be. Lilac picture show remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some stories end with the end projected high above, but the sweetest stories keep unfolding long after first love. A paper ticket, a timid touch, a hand that found mine right, and suddenly one neighborhood movie becomes a lifetime. They lead me back to you. Lilac picture show, soft and true. The movie faded, but I stayed in love with you. Forever rolling through my heart.
the summer fair on Cedar Hill had settled softly, calm and still. Paper lanterns lined the lane like tiny drops of flame. The children chased their final games. The band announced familiar names, while I stood waiting by the gate, hoping you weren't late. Then through the amber evening glow, you smiled that smile I used to know, and every lantern overhead lit the words I never said. You slipped your hand into my own as naturally as breathing, and all the noise around the square faded into evening. Lucky lantern serenade tonight, shining in the golden light. Every little heartbeat finding where it belongs inside this simple song. Lucky lantern serenade, my dear, brings forgotten seasons near, and every whispered promise floating through the air still finds us there. Stay with me beneath this melody. The lemonade had long run dry, the Ferris wheel had kissed the sky. Old Mr. Dawson swept the floor outside the general store. You laughed about my crooked tie, then fixed it with a careful smile. The whole wide world grew small enough to fit inside our love. We walked beneath the lantern glow, without a place we had to go. Just two young hearts learning slowly how forever sounds. The years may drift like evening smoke across October skies, yet every lantern that I see still reflects your eyes. Lucky lantern serenade somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what faithful love can be. Lucky lantern serenade remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some serenades are sung from balconies to crowds below the street, but the sweetest serenades are whispered while walking side by side. A paper light, a gentle touch, a hand resting in mine, and suddenly one summer evening outlives all time. Lucky lantern serenade tonight, still glowing, warm and bright. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Lucky they guide me back to you. Lucky lantern serenade, gold and blue. I thought we were just walking home, but I was falling into you. Forever illuminated.
The county fair had come again, with painted horses dressed in spring. Paper streamers floated high beneath the twilight sky. I bought a ticket with loose change and wandered through the midway games. Then saw you by the carousel, like part of some old tale. You folded tiny paper hearts from candy wrappers in your hands, and tucked one softly in my purse before the music began. The carousel kept turning slowly as lanterns flickered near, and somehow every spinning light made the whole world disappear. Paper heart carousel tonight, turning in the silver light. Every little heartbeat circling back to you, like first love always knew. Paper heart carousel so sweet, makes my hopeful heart believe. And every tiny promise folded with such care still lingers in the air. La la la, round and round, love's sweetest sound. The Ferris wheel touched midnight stars, while laughter drifted from afar. The cotton candy melted fast, like moments meant to pass. You reached to brush my windswept hair, then pointed toward the county square, where fireworks bloomed above the trees and colored memories. The paper heart you gave that night stayed hidden in my drawer. Though years would carry many things, I kept that little more. The years may drift like carnival smoke beneath September moons, yet every carousel I find still hums your tune. Paper heart carousel somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what young devotion means to me. Paper heart carousel remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some treasures fade like ribbons left beneath the summer sun, but the sweetest treasures stay forever because of who they're from. A folded heart, a timid smile, a hand reaching for mine, and suddenly one fairground evening outlives all time. Red and blue, the paper heart grew fragile, but my love for you never knew how to stop turning forever.
Morning settles softly down upon our little maple town. Silver mist along the street lay cool beneath our feet. The bakery lights had just come on as night surrendered to the dawn, and through the pale September blue, the first thing that I saw was you. Your hair caught traces of the sunrise, like ribbons spun from gold, and suddenly the passing years didn't make us old. We've watched the seasons come and go like pages turning slow, yet every day still starts the same, with gratitude and your name. Silver maple sunrise today chases all my fears away. Every little heartbeat waking next to yours still asks for nothing more. Silver maple sunrise, my dear, brings our finest seasons near, and every gentle promise carried through the years still rings sincere. Stay with me where we're meant to be. The newspaper rolled across the lawn. The milkman hummed an old-time song. Children hurried off to school beneath the autumn cool. You poured the coffee carefully and laughed at yesterday's old stories. The smallest rituals of love felt heaven sent to me. The silver maples by the church moved softly in the breeze, as if they knew the secret art of growing old with ease. The years may leave their fingerprints upon our weathered hands, yet every line reminds me of the life we've always planned. Silver maple sunrise somehow means even more to me right now, because the years have taught my heart to see what forever came to mean. Silver maple sunrise remains through sunshine and through rains, a melody that time could never take away or let it fade. Some people spend a lifetime waiting for extraordinary days, but miracles are often hidden inside familiar ways. A morning kiss, a shared cup, a hand resting in mine, and suddenly an ordinary sunrise outlives all time. Silver maple sunrise today, still glowing warm and bright. Every memory sparkles softly through the years, brighter than tears. Silver maple sunrise, always living through the passing days, and every dawn that paints the silver leaves in amber hues anew lets me fall in love with you. Silver maple